the unseen holes in your financial boat. Folks, let's get one thing straight. Most people who try to budget don't fail because they're bad with money. They fail because their budget has holes in it. You sit down, you write out this beautiful plan, it looks perfect on paper, and you feel a surge of hope. You think, this is it. This is the month I finally get ahead. But by the end of the month, the numbers don't add up. The stress is back, and you feel like you've been running in place. It's not your fault you feel that way, but it is your responsibility to fix it. The problem isn't the budget itself. It's the unseen leaks that are silently draining your resources. Imagine your financial life as a boat. You want to row that boat toward your goals, a paid-off house, a comfortable retirement, a life without money fights. But if that boat is riddled with tiny invisible holes, you can row as hard as you want, and you'll still find yourself taking on water. You'll be bailing and bailing just to stay afloat, never making any real progress. I'm here to tell you that's backward. You have to find the leaks and plug them first. Only then can you start moving forward with real power and direction. This isn't about some complicated financial theory you need a PhD to understand. This is about common sense. It's about shining a light on the dark corners of your spending, where your hard-earned money is slipping away without you even noticing. We're going to go on a tour of the 7 most common money leaks that I see every single day, the ones that are killing your budget and keeping you broke. More importantly, for every single leak, I'm going to give you a simple, practical plug, a concrete action you can take right now to stop the drain and get back in control of your money. So, get ready to get your hands dirty. We're going to roll up our sleeves and do the work that actually matters. This isn't about deprivation or living on rice and beans forever, though you might have to for a season to get out of a mess. This is about being intentional. It's about telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. By the time we're done, you'll have a clear, step-by-step plan to patch up your budget, get it floating high, and finally start rowing toward the life you've always wanted. Let's get to it. Leak number 1. The phantom menace of untracked spending. The single biggest money leak for most families is spending they don't even know is happening. I call this phantom spending. It's the $5 here for a coffee, the $10 there for lunch, the $2 app you forgot you bought. You swipe, you tap, you click, and it all feels so small and insignificant in the moment. You tell yourself, it's just a few bucks. But let me tell you, those few bucks are assassins of wealth. They add up, and by the end of the month, they've bled hundreds of dollars from your budget without you even realizing where it all went. Guessing your spending is like trying to drive with a blindfold on. You're going to end up in a ditch. You can't manage what you don't measure. It's a simple truth. If you ask the average person how much they spend on groceries, restaurants, they will almost always give you a number that is drastically lower than the reality. Why? Because we remember the big purchases, but we conveniently forget the dozens of small ones. The solution is brutally simple but incredibly powerful. You must track every single dollar. You need to become a detective in your own financial life, following the trail of your money to see exactly where it's going. This isn't about judging yourself, it's about gathering data. You need the facts before you can make a plan. Finding this leak is straightforward. For the next 30 days, commit to tracking every single penny. I don't care if you use a fancy app, a simple notebook, or the back of an envelope. Write it down. Every coffee, every vending machine snack, every online purchase. At the end of the week, add it all up into categories. Food, gas, entertainment, personal spending. The total will likely shock you. That shock is a good thing. It's the wake-up call you need to see the size of the hole in your boat. It's the moment you stop guessing and start knowing. Now, let's plug the leak. The first plug is the zero-based budget. At the beginning of each month, you give every single dollar a name, an assignment, before the month begins. Your income minus all your expenses, giving, saving, spending, must equal 0. This forces you to be intentional. The second plug is to switch to cash for certain problem categories. If you discover you're spending $400 a month on restaurants, pull out $200 in cash at the beginning of the month and put it in an envelope marked restaurants. When the cash is gone, you're done eating out. It's that simple. You'll feel every dollar leave your hand, and that friction is what stops the leak. Leak number 2. The fog of vague and unrealistic goals. Another massive leak that sinks budgets is the fog of vague goals. I talk to people all the time who say their goal is to save more or get out of debt. Folks, that's not a goal. That's a wish. It's like getting in a car and saying you want to drive north. You have no destination, no map, and no idea how to get there. A goal you can't measure is a goal you'll never hit. When your target is fuzzy, your motivation will be too. You won't have the fire in your belly to say no to that impulse purchase because you don't have a clear, compelling yes that you're working toward. Vague goals lead to weak actions and, ultimately, a failed budget. This leak often goes hand in hand with goals that are wildly unrealistic. Someone deep in debt decides they're going to save $20,000 for a down payment in 1 year, without a realistic plan to increase their income or cut expenses drastically. After 2 months of failing to meet this impossible target, they feel defeated. They think, "I'm just no good at this," and they give up entirely. The problem wasn't their desire, it was their plan. Setting a goal that is too big, too fast, without breaking it down into achievable steps is just setting yourself up for failure. It's a leak that drains your most valuable resource, your hope. How do you find this leak? Look at your financial goals right now. Can you put a specific dollar amount and a specific date on them? For example, instead of save for an emergency fund, is your goal save $1,000 in a starter emergency fund by May 7th? If you're trying to get out of debt, do you know exactly how much you owe and what your target payoff date is? If your goals are just fuzzy statements of good intentions, you've found the leak. You need to bring them into sharp focus. A specific written-down goal is the first step toward creating a roadmap you can actually follow. Plugging this leak requires clarity and momentum. First, make your goals SMART. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Instead of get out of debt, your goal becomes pay off the $5,200 Visa card by December 31st by paying an extra $250 per month. See the difference? Now you have a target and a plan. The second plug is to break big goals into baby steps. If you want to save $6,000 in a year, that's a goal to save $500 this month. That feels doable. Leak number 3. The slow drip of hidden fees and forgotten subscriptions. There's a silent killer lurking in your bank statements and credit card bills, and it's draining your money one tiny drip at a time. I'm talking about fees and subscriptions. These are some of the sneakiest money leaks because they often fly completely under the radar. A $15 monthly bank maintenance fee, a $10 subscription for a streaming service you haven't watched in 6 months, the free trial for that software that automatically converted to a $29 monthly charge. Individually, they seem small, but when you add them all up, you're looking at a significant amount of money leaving your account every single month for absolutely nothing of value. Banks and subscription companies are masters at making these charges feel invisible. They're automatically deducted, so you don't have to make an active choice to pay them. The fee is buried on page 3 of your statement, and the subscription email goes straight to your promotions folder. They are counting on you not paying attention. They are banking on the fact that you're too busy or too overwhelmed to scrutinize your statements. Every dollar you pay in unnecessary bank fees or for a subscription you don't use is a dollar you could have used to pay down debt, build your savings, or invest for your future. It's a 100% waste. Finding this leak requires you to become a financial auditor. Your mission is to print out your last 3 months of bank and credit card statements. Grab a highlighter and a cup of coffee because you're going on a treasure hunt. Go through every single line item. Highlight any charge that says service fee, maintenance fee, overdraft fee. Then highlight every single recurring charge from companies like Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, gym memberships, subscription boxes, software services. Make a list of all of them and add up the monthly total. I promise you, the final number will get your attention. Now, it's time to plug this leak and it's one of the easiest to fix. First, for bank fees, get on the phone with your bank. Ask them politely but firmly to waive the fees. If they won't, it's time to fire your bank and move your money to a local credit union or an online bank that offers truly free checking. There is no reason, in this day and age, to pay a fee just to have a bank account. For millions of people, freelancers, commissioned salespeople, small business owners, hourly workers' income isn't a steady, predictable paycheck. It's a roller coaster. One month you have a huge commission check and you feel rich. The next month it's crickets and you're scrambling to pay the mortgage. This yo-yo income is a massive source of financial stress and a huge leak in the traditional budget. A fixed monthly budget that works for a salaried employee will break when your income is unpredictable. Trying to force a variable income into a fixed budget is like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. It doesn't work and leaves you feeling behind. The core problem: mismatch between cash flow and bills. Rent or mortgage is due on the first of the month, every month. The electric company doesn't care that your biggest client paid late. This timing mismatch creates a cycle of panic and relief. During lean months, you might put groceries on a credit card, creating debt. During a good month, you pay that card off instead of getting ahead. You're stuck on a financial treadmill, running hard, but going nowhere. To find this leak, get a clear picture of your income history. Pull up your bank deposits for the last 12 months. Write down your total income for each month. Don't guess. Look at the actual numbers. What was your best month? What was your worst month? What's the average? This exercise shows the true peaks and valleys of your cash flow. You'll see the pattern of the tides. Understanding this rhythm is the first step to managing it. If you've been living in constant surprise about income, this is your wake-up call. Plugging this leak requires a different kind of budget. First plug: create a buffer, a separate checking account where you deposit all your income. Goal: 1 full month of expenses saved in that buffer. On the first of every month, pay yourself a flat, consistent paycheck from the buffer into your household checking. This smooths out the roller coaster. Second plug: live on last month's income. Money you earn in February funds March's budget. This creates the stability to budget effectively, no matter weekly ups and downs. Let's be honest with each other. A lot of spending has nothing to do with need and everything to do with feelings. This is emotional spending. It's one of the most powerful and destructive money leaks you can have. You had a terrible day at work, so you deserve that expensive dinner out. You're feeling bored and scrolling on your phone. You click buy now on something you saw on social media. You're feeling insecure. You buy a new outfit to feel better about yourself. This type of spending gives a temporary emotional high, a quick hit of dopamine. It's often followed by a crash, guilt and regret, and a lighter wallet. This leak is driven by impulse, not logic. It bypasses the rational part of your brain that knows you have financial goals. In that moment, the feeling is in the driver's seat. Stress, sadness, boredom, celebration. Marketing and advertising are designed to trigger those responses. They create a sense of urgency, limited time offer, a feeling of inadequacy. You need this to be happy or successful or beautiful. Without a plan, you'll be knocked off course and your budget will be left in tatters. Finding this leak requires serious self-reflection. For the next week, every time you make a non-essential purchase, pause. Anything that isn't a core bill or basic groceries, take a moment to pause. Before you buy, ask, how am I feeling right now? Write it down. Tired? Stressed? Anxious? Excited? Happy? At the end of the week, review the list. You'll see patterns connecting emotions to spending. Identifying triggers is the map to the source of the leak. It's the first step to disarming the emotional bomb in your bank account. Plugging this leak means creating space between impulse and action. First plug, the 24-hour rule. For non-essential purchases over a certain amount, say $50, wait 24 hours before buying it. Let the emotional intensity fade and let reason take over. You'll be surprised how many things you no longer want the next day. Second plug, make a list of free or low-cost activities to manage triggers. Feeling stressed? Go for a walk. Call a friend instead of going to the mall. Feeling bored? Read a book. Listen to a podcast. Instead of scrolling Amazon, replace the expensive habit with a healthy one. Your financial success or failure is ultimately the sum of your daily habits. A budget isn't a one-time event. It's a system of recurring actions. A major money leak occurs when your habits are not aligned with your goals. This isn't about one big mistake. It's about the small routines that compound into a major financial problem. The daily habit of buying a gourmet coffee and a pastry on the way to work. The weekly habit of ordering takeout on Fridays. The monthly habit of making only the minimum payment on your credit card. These are the silent saboteurs of your budget. They often form without conscious thought and run on autopilot. You don't even think about the $7 coffee each morning. It's just what you do. This automatic nature is what makes them so leaky. Because you're not actively deciding, you're not weighing cost versus long-term goals. Over a year, that $7 daily coffee habit adds up to over $2,500. That could be a fully funded emergency fund, or a paid-off credit card, or a fantastic family vacation. Finding this leak means putting your routines under a microscope. Think through your typical day, from wake up to sleep. What automatic money actions do you take? Do you automatically stop for coffee? Do you automatically browse shopping sites during lunch? Do you automatically say yes to expensive nights out? Write down every financial habit, good and bad. Be brutally honest. Acknowledging it is step one. To plug this leak, intentionally replace the bad habit with a better one. You can't just stop a habit, you have to substitute it. For coffee, plan ahead. Buy a good quality coffee maker. Buy a travel mug. Make coffee at home the night before or in the morning. New habit. Grab the travel mug on your way out. Then automate good habits. Set up an automatic transfer from checking to savings the day after payday. Use automation to build wealth instead of drain it. Folks, let's have a heart-to-heart about debt. High-interest debt, especially from credit cards and personal loans, isn't just a financial problem. It's a 5-alarm fire in your budget. It's the single most aggressive and destructive money leak there is. Every dollar you pay in interest is money you've earned that is being completely vaporized. It produces nothing. It buys you nothing. It's a penalty you pay for the past, and it is actively stealing from your future. Making minimum payments on a high-interest credit card is like trying to bail out a sinking ship with a thimble. The interest accrues faster than you can pay it down, keeping you trapped in a cycle of debt for years or even decades. The real danger of this leak is how it cripples your ability to make any forward progress. Think about it. A $10,000 credit card balance at a 22% interest rate is costing you over $180 every single month, just in interest. That's over $2,100 a year that you are lighting on fire. That's money that could have been your starter emergency fund. That's money that could have been an investment in your retirement. That's money that could have been a down payment on a car. Instead, it's going straight into the bank's pocket. Debt robs you of your most powerful wealth-building tool, your income. It forces you to spend today's money cleaning up yesterday's messes, leaving nothing left for tomorrow. Finding this leak is painfully simple. I want you to gather up all your debt statements. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, personal loans, everything except your mortgage. Create a list. For each debt, write down the total amount you owe, and, most importantly, the interest rate. Add up the total amount of debt to get your "I'm sick and tired of being in debt" number. Then, look at your statements and add up how much you paid in interest alone last month. That number, the amount of your hard-earned money that went up in smoke, is the size of your leak. Stare at it. Let it make you angry. That anger is the fuel you need to finally do something about it. Plugging this leak requires focused intensity. The plug is the debt snowball. You list your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of the interest rate. You make minimum payments on everything except the smallest one. You attack that smallest debt with every extra dollar you can find. Get a side job. Sell stuff. Cut your spending to the bone. Get gazelle intense. When you pay off that first debt, you take the payment you were making on it and roll it onto the next smallest debt. This method works because it's about behavior change, not just math. Those quick wins from paying off the small debts give you the momentum and motivation to keep going until you are completely 100% debt-free. We've toured the 7 major leaks that are sinking your budget, from the phantom spending you don't see to the debt that's weighing you down. It can feel overwhelming. You might be wondering where to start. The answer is simple. Start small, start now. Build momentum. Progress, not perfection. Winning with money is 80% behavior and 20% knowledge. Small, consistent actions win. Focus on 3 powerful actions today. First, create a written, zero-based budget before next month. This is non-negotiable, the foundation. Give every dollar a name on paper before you spend it. That single step plugs many leaks. It stops untracked spending, it forces clear goals. Don't overcomplicate it. Use a piece of paper, a spreadsheet, or the EveryDollar app. Income minus expenses equals 0. It will take months to nail it, but it's the most important habit. Second, find and cancel one recurring subscription now. Check your bank statement, gym membership you don't use, streaming service you forgot, magazine you never read, and cancel it. Quick win. Immediate money back this month. It proves you're in control. It's not the amount, it's the decision. Finally, start your debt snowball. List non-mortgage debts smallest to largest. Even an extra $25 or $50 toward the smallest debt matters. Starting beats size. It converts you from passive to fighter. Declare war on your debt. These 3 actions, writing a budget, canceling a subscription, starting your debt snowball, are first steps to financial peace. Simple, clear, effective. Stop wondering where your money went. Start telling it where to go. The power is in your hands. Start today.